The last time I went home with gloves like that was when Derrick Rose hit the game winner on me. I turned all the lights off in my house. I told everybody, don't come in.
You just sat in the dark?
I'm like that. I was pissed.
How long did you keep the lights off in the house?
Until the next day.
It didn't look good.
What?
The game winner he did against you.
I was right there. I mean, crossover, step back, the hand right there. But you know what, though? I don't back down from shit. I took that challenge, though. That's fine. Good shot.
Turn off the light.
Chris Fox. How friendly are they? Wait a second. Here is Rose all the way. Derrick Rose putting the speed on.
They've got to pick up the pace here in transition. Derrick Rose with the finish.
You know, I think maybe this is a good explanation.
The English influence.
Sometimes people have something, and because they live with it all the time, they don't know they have it.
Yes, that's true.
And I said something about the farmer. The farmer who works on a farm might be wearing great old boots and great old shirts.
Yeah.
And some kid from New York is going to see this farmer, or some photographer is going to see this farmer, or some magazine is going to say, hey, isn't he cool? Look how great he looks. Let's bring him over. Let's take a photograph of that guy. You know, inspiration is taken from people that are living a life.
Got the basketball. It's almost like he hit a jet. And then the explosion to the rim.
Stephen A., that's incredible, 16 years. What will you remember most about his time in the association?
Derrick Rose, had he not gotten injured, would have been one of the greatest guards we have ever seen in the history of basketball. The man that had Michael Jordan standing up and speaking to the crowd in Chicago saying, y'all are in good hands. We all marveled at the greatness of Derrick Rose. He is the one guy you truly look at and said the injury to his knees derailed his career. He was that spectacular.
Man, he's the biggest what if, blah, blah, blah. You right. What if I didn't get injured?
I know you won't let me drown, won't let me drown, won't let me drown. No, 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 no. You won't let me drown, no, no. You won't let me drown, no, no. Let my feet up the ground, no, no, no. You won't let me drown, no, no, no.
80 degrees.
Yeah, yeah.
Warm it up for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Finally free.
Yeah.
Found the God in me.
Yeah.
And I want you to see I can walk on water.
Jesus.
1,000 miles from shore. I can float on the water.
Yeah.
Father, hold me close.
Jesus.
Don't let me drown.
Don't let me drown.
I know you.
Yes, 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 yes. We do, we do, we do, we do, we do. So fresh. So fresh. Yes. I remember her, she remember me. I liked her like a simile. She said you went up to Trinity. Collard green, all this is common scene. Asked me, man, she was like nasty. She used to pass me by, cause she know them shy niggas be on that real shit. Baby girl, let me take you on a field trip. You on that yellow bus, I'm just joking. You as cold as some Delica. Testing when it come to dressing, you fresh in progressions of a good girl. Gone bad, strong dad, all fad. You lust now with your bust out, getting cussed out, cause you won't speak to a nigga. Assumed you a freak by your figure. I'm frequent with liquor, purple and blue stuff. I've been through stuff. You're tight, girl, I'ma get you loosed up. You was a rooster, cooped up, now you got your juicer. Saying that you fasted, don't get too skinny like them bitches in the fashion show. That's irrational. Let's grab a cab and go to the underground spot. I'm fresh as hell, I made the underground hot. Knots in my pocket crumbled up. Common, ain't you done enough? Rapper, actor, author, father. A minute style, stone and Al mental. Gotta live it. I rock it how I live it. Remember me.
If you see a ghost, don't approach it, listen to me.
crowd loves that. That's got to fix the Pistons up. Watch this.
Check sheet for the bench. Take a look at D Rose, they call him, with the switch.
Memory of your love, girl. 6 feet over. 6 feet over. You. 6 feet over.
Rose, who had 19 in the third quarter, has his first points of the fourth quarter, and then Tolliver with the steal. Rose gets fouled. Rose. Derrick Rose has 41.
Coming up!
Rose out of the corner, and it's a new career high for Derrick Rose.
That's crazy. Shot from the corner. I mean, yo-yoing back and forth on an out-of-bounds play as the clock is winding down, just letting Dante Exum have it right in the face. A lot of dribbling.
The stop, the go, the finish. 46 for Rose. 10 off the Timberwolves single-game franchise record set by Towns last year.
He gave Gobert the rondo right there. Derrick Rose has a history of going in reverse in these situations, going to the other side of the basket, so Rudy Gobert thought it was an opportunity to get a shot block.
Rose gets inside, puts up a tough shot, and hits it anyway. 50. A half a century for Derrick Rose here tonight. Another rebound. Exum has it blocked in the corner by who else? Derrick, 2011 MVP, Rose.
And everybody just streams out on the floor to greet him, showing the respect. And they all know what this means to him. He's a gutty basketball player, and he is trying to remake himself in more ways than one, not just on the basketball court. He's got a lot of things to prove, and I feel for the young man, you know? I feel for him, and I'm happy for him in this moment.
Well, Derrick Rose was our halftime interview because he played so well in the first half, walking off with Leah Bielsen. Once Derrick collects himself emotionally, he will be our post-game interview. And just an amazing night for Derrick Rose. And Jim, I haven't checked to see what the end total this year, but it's awfully young in the season. That's one of the most impressive performances of the year in the entire league. As Rose acknowledges the crowd, and he has certainly won over some Timberwolves fans here tonight. Let's get over to Leah Bielsen.
Derrick, I can see you're very emotional. A huge victory for this team, and it comes from you and your career high 50 points. What does it mean to you, Derrick?
Everything, man. I worked my ass off, bro. I wouldn't have did this for the franchise, the organization, the fans, everybody, man. I wouldn't be able to play the way I play.
We weren't sure if it was the throwback jersey you were wearing, but you did look like Derrick Rose of old. And what did it feel like going through from beginning to end?
Doing anything just to win, man. I play my team.
Behind the baseline where he gives out free T-shirts if the guy at the line misses a pair of free throws. He came by and looked at the crowd and he said, okay, let's try to get him going. He turned around, he saw his Derrick Rose. Everybody's ignoring him. They didn't want any part of it. They weren't going to root against him.
They're still ignoring him.
They're still doing it. Now they're chanting MVP instead.
Derrick tonight in Chicago is exempt.
floor, and he's taking this on as a challenge and goes right at Derrick Rose, and everybody here at United Center chanting MVP.
MVP chants. First free throw for Derrick. I think that was a smile, too.
Talk a little bit about playing with Derrick Rose, man. It was awesome playing with that guy. You know, just what he represented to that city of Chicago. Looked like it, too. Every time he stepped onto the floor, you know, we felt like we had a chance to win. He gave everybody around, not just the team, but the whole city, so much confidence. His talent alone, the way he approached the game, never ran from no matchups. You know, the adversity that he went through with his injuries, and just to see him at peace, the game, the way, you know, his role as an OG with the younger guys, like, that goes a long way.
That hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That hurt me. I feel like I lost somebody so important to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta think, man, this man been balanced. High school, man. My mama know him. Young, getting arguments with my girl. I leave the house, I go to his house. I need a car. Had go in the garage, take mine. His girl flying early, he not there yet. Come to the crib. I'm talking about a brother. Like, when it happened, dog, like, it didn't feel real. It felt like I lost something. No lie. Like, I called him, called his homies. Like, no. They call him, Pat. No, fuck that. No, fuck that, man. No, this ain't how the story end. No. Man, me and this man used to battle, dog, every single day. I'm talking about after school, dunking. The coolest dude, man, to give you anything you want, bro.
Real Chicago dude?
I'm talking about real Chicago shit. I'm talking about shit that you can't even put in words.
The guy that we probably the most proud of out of Chicago is Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man, he lived all of our dream. All of our dream, right? And then he plays for the Chicago Bulls, right?
Right on.
And then he becomes the youngest MVP of the league at 20. Come on, man.
Whole city felt it.
I mean, everybody's like, you know, when D Rose walk into the room, it's like, you know, theme music be playing. You know? I mean,
I'm a product of the city. I'm a son of the city in some way. Everybody look at me as their child or cousin or a family member. And that's all I've been hearing the last couple of years. So it's not up to me. It's up to the franchise and up to Jerry and them to decide what they want to do. But who wouldn't want to be in the Raptors, man? Like, up there with MJ Love and all the other guys that's up there. Like, I would love it, but it's not my decision.
Tim, last week, and we actually talked about this at the time, you had said that Derrick Rose is dominating the point guard position like no one since Magic Johnson. Convince Skip why this is a good thing.
Well, I just love that comment got everybody so fired up. I know you, in particular, had some issues with it.
I stopped you in the hallway to ask you about it.
Did you actually say this?
Well, you got to give me a minute.
I will.
Okay. First and foremost, I wasn't comparing him to Magic.
I get it.
There was people out there all fired up about it. I'm not saying he's Magic Johnson. What I'm saying is dominating his position, that position, the point guard position, in my opinion, the most important position in the league right now, on a nightly basis against the other elite players at that position. Nobody's really done it since Magic the way he is. So you got to give me a second. I just went and looked at the last top point guards he's played against. Would you agree that this constitutes the list of the top guys in the league? Darren Williams, Tony Parker, Chris Paul, Rajon Rondo, Russell Westbrook, and Steve Nash, along with Derrick Rose. Be the top 7 point guards. The last 6 times, here's what he's done against these guys. Versus Darren Williams, 21 Derrick Rose. Darren Williams goes 1 for 12. Bulls.
Okay, Darren Williams had a bad wrist that knocked him out after.
You can't make excuses for all these guys. Tony Parker.
He didn't play after that.
What was wrong with Tony Parker when he had 42 on him?
Nothing.
Okay, Bulls beat them. Chris Paul, he gets 23, 6 assists. Chris Paul goes 3 for 10. Bulls win that game. Rajon Rondo goes for 36. Rondo goes 13. Bulls win that game. The one guy that played him to a standstill, Russell Westbrook, pretty much dead even. Neither guy played well that night. Bulls win that game. Steve Nash, 35 points, 12 boards, 7 assists against Nash. Bulls win that game. He's won all 6 of those games. He's dominated the elite guys at his position. He has that quality now that when you watch the Bulls play, you can't take your eyes off of him because every possession he's putting pressure on the defense. And I know he takes some bad shots and turns the ball over a little bit too much. But he's got his team the #1 ranked team in the Eastern Conference primarily because of what he is doing. And that's what I meant. He's dominating the other elite players at his position the way that Magic did.
operative word here is dominates. I'm not talking about dominating his opponent that night. I'm talking about dominating the position of point guard. I think he dominates it more than Magic did because in ways nobody has ever been, Derrick Rose is primary ball handler and primary scorer for the Chicago Bulls, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so even Magic at his greatest, I mean, he wasn't the primary scorer of those Showtime teams. He could be on a given night, but usually it wasn't Magic because his assists were much higher than Derrick Rose's. So I sit back and I say, this is all why I don't trust this team going forward in the playoffs, because they are so dependent upon Derrick Rose to save every day and every night.